right for another road trip to
I shall commit to the
Nashkel.
task.
Uh-huh.
Your wish?
What the fuck happened? We're silenced.
I understand.
Wild surge. Spell failed and nothing good came out of it.
Selune guides my hand.
A wild mage sorcerer would be a great thing, because you could sort of recover from those. Now I would have to rest before I can try armor spell again. Too much trouble. Actually, I'm sort of surprised that's not how wild magic works. I suppose you could just take the first level wild magic spell that allows you to try to cast any spell you know, but it's not quite the same thing. It's only for a single level. You can't really try to do everything. There's a very limited amount of spell slots for you. Doesn't really work.
What is it this time?
I am prepared. I understand.
I don't think the wild mage is particularly good. It's more about if you want to add spice to your wizard for whatever reason. In good and bad. I suppose if you can get the first level wild magic spell that allows you to cast whatever work reliably, then it's very good. Because you can basically cast anything. That's a lot of extra casting attempts for high level spells in a top situation. So there's that. But it'll take a long time before you can actually pull it out. Portal Bendarwinden. Ha!
Oh, my lung! It's flopping all over the dirt!
Who? Get out of my yard, you hooligans! Kind of hard to be a hermit when people keep pestering for hints about the nature of existence. Read a book, people. Portal Penderwinden does so command.
Hmm. My apologies for disturbing your peace. No doubt you are so isolated because you wish to remain alone.
Hmm? Oh yes, that and my disturbing personal habits. As well, people don't mind advice when they're looking for it, but having someone around continually sprouting proverbs and truisms really puts a damper on the picnic. It's worse than when the ants steal the cheese, if you know what I mean. Hey, hey? Oh, you're really hard to look at.
Uh, your insults are misplaced. I only wish to speak and you could have simply said no. I will leave you.
Wait, I'm sorry, but you have misconstrued my meaning. A bit blunt, I am at times, but I shall speak plain if you wish. I meant that your aura is hard to look at. It is exceptionally volatile. You are at odds with yourself in a most literal fashion. I've not seen another such as you, though I get the feeling that your type does not live exceptionally long. I would predict a violent end for you, but I can see nothing of your future. It would seem that your coin is on edge. Enough chatter. I wasted too much of your time and mine. Leave me.
Okay, so that was worthless. I suppose for a yawn first time player those couple of hints might be much more interesting. You can spend time speculating while exploring. What the hell does he mean? Oh shit. Okay, looks like the resistance in this half square is a little bit more stiffer than the previous one.
Get over here!
You rang?
I
I
did
look
not
forward. I
rang.
understand.
Hmm. Wait. A little bit stiffer resistance, but still mainly crappy goblins. Able to wrap things up fairly quickly, move to Nashkel. Maybe there's a few things we can do there. Actually, I don't think there are. We can have quests there, but the resolutions will be in outside areas, mostly involving Nashkel mines. So I guess we're moving in that area very quickly. Nothing here. I doubt there's anything there either. We might as well take a look. We've done all the interesting things this place has to offer. I need to do some proper quests, otherwise we're not gonna get any level ups, even with that 3-man group. It's just gonna keep getting tougher and tougher as the number of people joining increases. Kobolds. I think one of the most worthless opponents you can ever face. Commando versions can be somewhat troublesome because they seem to have a decent amount of dexterity. So using bows, they can hit fairly reliably, but you don't get anything from them. No good loot, no experience, no nothing. But they can still hit you. Ooh, I think I'll... no, I won't. I was thinking of
Selune guides my hand.
unlocking the western area, but I don't think I want to bother.
I shall commit to the task.
Spit it out.
Your wish? Selune guides my hand.
Another assassin here somewhere. Paris. Don't recall Paris.
Oh, you haven't seen a man about this tall and this wide, have you? That lout.
Yeah, sorry, I can't help you. Why not? Do I need to hear?
Touch
Oh
unladylike,
crap.
but I'm gonna slit your throat, I am.
Mira. Mira is a cleric.
I understand.
You rang.
There's really not much I can do.
Go on then.
With the dance of your
Uh-huh.
people then.
I'll do it.
I am prepared.
Just fancy my luck seeing you stroll in here bold as day. I expected a hunt and a chase from the description, but who am I to argue easy coin in the purse? May the Lord of Shadows guide you swiftly to your death. I will defend myself if I must. If you wish to die, then attack as you will. By all means, defend as you wish. If you were to simply lay down and die, there should be no intrigue in this profession at all. Good.
I look forward to your
What is it
instruction.
this time?
I need to interrupt her pretty much immediately. What are you gonna do? Yeah, please.
Your wish?
She's casting Hold Person, I think. So if that lands, it's game over for us. I'm going to try to stagger my
ready?
interruptions. I don't get many. Oh, magic missile scroll, please.
I am prepared.
If a single hold person lands, we're basically all dead. Well, someone is gonna die, and I have to load that way. And that's probably good enough. I can use the monk's ability to interrupt it once more.
Your wish?
Flaming! Or possibly frosty. Death!
Also probably actually doesn't work on the spirit creatures. That's final interruption I can get away with. So now she has to die. This is gonna hurt. That's an attack spell of some sort. Or it could be a personal buff. Yeah, she's dead. At some point it can't believe no one's hitting.
I'm on it.
I am prepared.
That's the bounty notice. Might as well read it. They're not all the same. It's a little bit longer. Pretty sure this is a helmet of improvisation. Right. Well, it's slightly better than a normal helmet, I suppose.
I look forward to your instruction. I understand.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Right. Might as well explore further while it's still daytime.
Selune guides my hand.
Get more quests, get the shopping done.
Selune guides my hand.
Business has been poor, what with the iron shortage and all.
Oh, we buy more ammunition. Terrible equipment overall. Decent shield, but that's about it. Nothing worth buying.
Your wish? I
The
understand.
customer is always right. My prices are the best south of Waterdeep.
I'm holding on to the armor because if we can get the Blackguard, that armor
I
will
understand.
basically guarantee that we can get a decent armor class for him right at the start. can get at least a little bit of free experience from talking to Noober. It's slightly annoying, I'm definitely not doing that voice. Just want to get it over with as quickly as possible. It's a character designed to be intentionally annoying, and it's a successful attempt. Other companions here, but they're all original game companions, so just gonna pass them. Noober, right?
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey.
Come on. 400 experience for that. Just trying to be intentionally annoying. Just have to endure and you get the experience. Do I want to go to the carnival at all?
I shall commit to the task.
I can't think of anything really worthwhile in the carnival itself. There's at least one companion, but again, it's an original game companion, so it's not a person of interest to me. There might be some minor things we can do there, but I don't. We would struggle with our group. We still have the basic problem that we can't kill anything quickly. We just don't have the firepower or healing power.
I am prepared.
Go on then. Sorted.
I look forward. I shall commit to the
This should
task.
be a quest to the Nashkel mines.
I shall
Hello
commit
there.
to the task.
Right. Joseph's wife.
I understand.
It's a minor thing. Not really. It isn't gonna matter if we're gonna finish it or not. However, there should be actual quests here somewhere. Kind of a mayor or a person responsible for bounties. Minsk. Garrison. Public.
Oh, you have returned, and so soon.
No, say not another word. I would not think of making you wait for a moment for your just reward. When council told me that they had procured grey wolves to rid the woods of the bandit Tonguin, I knew we could expect swift justice. I would not have predicted success this quickly, but who else could it be riding into town looking as you do? Please accept this meager sum of 200 gold pieces as well as the heartfelt thanks of all of Nashkel.
I don't want to pretend to be Grey Wolf. Seems like bad business to piss off the people who are paying your rewards. You must have made some mistake. I am not this Grey Wolf. Keep your money. It's not mine to take.
You are not Grey Wolf the bounty hunter? Oh, sweet helm, I almost gave 200 gold pieces to a complete stranger. The captain best not hear of this, so he'd have my hide. Thank me for your honesty, stranger. There are those who would not have done such.
Reputation increase. Should have taken the gold.
For the glory of arms!
Baron Gaskill.
You there, you have the look of a hardy adventuring stock. I'm Baroon Gaskill, Mayor of Nashkel. Might I offer you a proposition? I was expecting some people to help with our troubles, but they seem to have forgotten us. If you are up to it, I would ask that you take a look at the mines southeast of town. The miners claim there are demons or some such roaming about, but they are a superstitious lot and prone to exaggeration. I'm more concerned with the state of our ore. All iron removed from the mines is tainted somehow and useless for smithing. I would have you find out how it happens and who is behind it. You will be rewarded handsomely for your efforts.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
You must
I
gather
think
your
there
party
was
before
some
venturing
other
forth.
problem in town.
I shall commit to the task.
Ah, intrepid adventurers at our door.
Look at my Stone to Flesh scroll. That's if we go to the fair. I think some guy's going to try to sell one there for you. We want to release a woman from their stony prison, but he's going to try to charge an excessive amount of gold for it. At the same time, it's a companion, virtual game companion that you get you release from there. So I think I'll just pass. So the flesh scroll itself might be a worthwhile investment, though. Yeah, a single one. We can get turned to stone, petrified. Antidote would be maybe more realistic and worthwhile. Elixir of Health would heal and cure. Does it cure diseases? Poisons diseases and heals. I think I'll invest in an Elixir of Health in case we get into a bad situation. I don't want to have a huge amount of separate stock for every type of status effect. Right, Rage. The local captain of the guard is acting weird. But I think in order to do that, we'll have to go somewhere deep into the western areas. I don't want to do
I
that
understand.
unless our party is basically more or less fully together. Nashkel Mines is definitely more our alley at this point. Mostly kobolds as opposition, but we can still get our asses kicked a little bit because they're fairly good at using bows, but they're also easy to take out. All of our group management spells will work on them. Color spray would knock them out. How's the level situation? 3-2-2. Not good, but not bad either. And we might be able to do some more small things. Carnival. Again, we could do small things, but nothing that would gain us new people. And we, more or less, we would still need disruption power, power to kill people quickly. And we just don't have
Your wish?
that.
I am prepared. I shall commit
So
to
I'll
the
head
task.
toward the Nashkel mines. There's at least one fairly rewarding side quest we can do there before entering the mines themselves.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
I don't remember this.
Hail, and well met.
Sinjak.
Hail and well met, half-orc.
Well met, traveler.
Traveler. Well, that's the nicest thing anyone has called me in weeks.
We should kill that one last, Senjak. Such good manners.
You're welcome to trial.
No, there's no reason for this to turn violent. Hand over your belongings and you may yet live.
Come and take them, brigands.
You should listen to Senjak, friend. Perhaps you've noticed our associates who are even now aiming their arrows at your hearts. Raise a hand against us and they'll cut you down.
No. If I die, I'll at least take you with me.
Now then, empty your pockets. What's going on back there? This is impossible.
St. Jack, Dorothea, I swore I would crush the life out of you someday. Today is that day.
Yeah, Dorn reappears. I'm guessing this is the place where you actually get the guy in your group. So this is pretty much impossible to avoid if you want to play the main storyline of the game.
Dorn, you should be dead or rotting in a Luskan prison. How did you find us?
I'm happy to see you, Dorn. Leaving you behind to take the blame was all Simeon's idea. He's the one you want, not us.
Just following orders is a coward's excuse, Dorothea. And I haven't forgotten what you said when I refused your advances.
What advances? She would never consort with a half-orc, especially when she has me. You haven't changed, Dorn. You're as stupid as you're ugly. Tell him, Dorothea.
Senjak was the first to agree with Simeon. He always hated you. But you know, I didn't feel the same way.
Dorothea, what are you saying? Ah, rules, of course. But the half-breed brute is too stupid for that to work. Men, rush them.
You are both mewling cowards, turning on each other as easily as you turned on me. Half your men are already dead. You'll join them soon.
It didn't have to be this way. We've beaten you before, Dorn. We'll do it again. Attack!
Exactly what we're talking about. Looks like a cleric and 3 bandits.
What is it this time?
Spit it out.
I look forward to your instructions.
Not much we can do. We'll try to
You rang.
send Jack from
Sorted.
interfering.
You rang?
Your wish?
Holy crap, he's
I
going
am
to
prepared.
die.
Go on then.
I look forward to your instructions.
Spit. Sorted.
Your wish? I am prepared.
Why is it so hard to kill a thief?
I look forward to your instructions.
Okay, I need to take the backup. They join the fight. Things might get messy.
Get over here.
Thorn is not a match
You
for her
rang.
Dorothea.
You handled yourself well enough.
You act surprised.
As a rule, I do not rely on those who fight beside me. Perhaps you may prove an exception.
I really wish the background music would basically be toned down when spoken dialogue appears. Although the game originally almost had no spoken dialogue, so I guess it wouldn't have made much sense to include such a system in the game. It's annoying now that the combat music doesn't just go away. So even I can barely hear what Dorn is saying. What was that business with the 2 bandits, and who are you anyway?
My name is Dornil Khan. When I was settling an old score, I've been hunting those 2 for almost a year now. That's 2 down and 2 to go.
Right.
My name is Dorn Khan, and I was settling an old score. I've been hunting those 2 for almost a year now. That's 2 down and 2 to go.
Okay, when you struck them down, what happened? I saw some ghostly apparition up here. Did I?
My power is on none of your concern, unless you are looking for a strong arm.
My powers are none of your concern, unless you are looking for a strong arm to join you.
They were quite impressive. I could use a man like you.
Wait, are you?
Yes, I am Melissa Vulture.
I've heard of your prowess. might help my vendetta, and my powers would certainly help you.
I've heard of your prowess. Traveling with you might help my vendetta, and my powers could certainly help you.
Perhaps they would. Or I accept your aid and offer mine in return. Who exactly are you looking for?
My former companions betrayed me and left me to rot in a lusty pit. I've spent the last year tracking them down. After Senjak and Dorothea, there are two left.
My former companions betrayed me and left me to rot in a Luskan prison. I spent the last year tracking them down. After Senjak and Dorothea, there are two left.
Yeah, betrayal cannot go unpunished. You may join me in my travels.
Very wise. We shall cut a bloody swath across the sword.
Yeah. Maybe cool it down a little bit. Reputation decrease, excellent. Honestly, excellent. We're disliked, so we can definitely help the local populace without any kind of hesitation now. So he seems to have more or less the experience point amount I have, or the group has. I wonder if that's a coincidence or not. I would lean toward not. 200 sword skill, 200 weapon skill, so not really a tank. He's the one who slices things up. We have no tanking guy at all in this group. I wonder how that works out. It's not necessarily a terrible thing. A good offensive capability is always the preferred situation. What exactly does this class do though? I understand what he more or less is, but what exactly is? Immune to level, drain and fear. Those are good things to have. So we can face vampires. Well, actually there are no vampires in this game. Yeah, I think you start to see them in the second game, so that's not all that useful. Does anyone level drain in this game? I honestly can't think of anyone. Still, there might be someone somewhere, but that's not really much of a thing. Fear, on the other hand, is a fairly commonly used spell, at least. May turn undead. Okay. May use absorb health. That's probably because you can't heal yourself, so you can absorb other. 2 points of damage per level to an enemy. Healing the blackguard the same number of points. May use the poison weapon ability once per day. Gains additional uses. Each successful hit within the next 5 rounds will inject poison into the target. Each target can only be affected once per round. The amount of poison level depends on the character level. Okay, that's good. It's fairly weak at the moment. 1 poison damage per second for 6 seconds. What is it? Okay, at level 13, 1 poison damage per second for 24 seconds. Also immediately suffers 6 poison damage, no save. Oh, the damage length and extra damage, it just keeps increasing. It's also harder to save against it. Some kind of debuff aura gets better with level ups. May not cast detect evil, may not cast protection from evil, may not use lay on hand ability. So it's still very paladin like. It has an aura of debuff and it can enhance its own attacks a few times here and there. Able to absorb a little bit of help from an opponent in a tough situation. What's your armor class? 2. It's still the best pretty much, even with his shitty armor, so yeah, you take point. -1.
A bold choice. Peter Wreck, it shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
I'm going to have him use a crossbow simply because I got the ammunition for it here.
Your wish?
Magical weapon for our monk.
Speak and be gone.
Damn it, interest.
I will listen.
Still,
It
things
shall
are
be
looking very
even
good
bloodier
now.
than you hoped. Be direct.
He's a much better warrior. The chance to hit is, well, significantly better. Although skill points in weapon
Speak and
skills make a difference. Right, we're not gonna see the sorcerer added to the group for some time. Although if we play our cards right, we might be able to level up very quickly. I'll rest in the warehouse.
Uh-huh.
I will.
Eat flaming! Or,
I will
possibly
show you
frosty.
justice.
Death!
Some kind of a Thaco modification. Yeah, chance to hit is increased. Why? When Dorn holds this blade, any death that it causes has a chance to grant Dorn an increase of +1 to his hit rolls for 24 hours. That's quite a long time. You can rest multiple times. +2 if it has slain someone with past 24 hours. Okay. Surprisingly good equipment for your new companions.
Try to keep up.
I mean, a lot of the original game companions basically have just a normal weapon that can break the first time they take a hit at something. Not these guys. Magical gear right from the start.
I will show you justice.
Only take me to a licensed
Yeah,
cleric.
only take me to a licensed cleric. The first arrow that he does basically knocks us out.
Try to keep up.
Not much you can do about
It
that.
shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
8 points of damage on an arrow is also a fairly tough shot to take.
Be direct.
I'd like to act during daytime. It just looks
This
better.
will not be a quick death. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Just fucking allow me to get the rest, please. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Be direct.
No wild surges, please. Okay, I think there's at least one hidden loot item here and one side quest that will reward experience and a significant chunk of cash, or rather gemstones, valuable ones. Ooh. Is this good or bad? It's actually not what I expected it to have. Might be better. No, this is identifying this is more important. +1, that's fine. The thing is, we're gonna need magical weapons against certain type of opponents anyway. So might as well use this for now. You have a helmet. You look like an idiot, but whatever.
Speak and be gone.
That's the mine, we don't want to go there yet. There should be Prism the Artiste here somewhere. And a Grey Wolf, the Bounty Hunter.
What is it this time?
I don't see why we couldn't take them on.
I will listen. Try to keep up.
Grey Wolf is a good warrior, though. I'm not sure how we can handle it because we don't really have good debuffs. I can't play him out of the fight. I might be able to buff our own guys a little bit, but I'm not sure if that's enough.
Be direct.
A poison weapon might be.
Speak.
Well,
And
it can do
try to
extra
keep
damage,
up.
but I'm not sure if it's enough. I'm sure we'll figure out something. There should be other things here too. Mainly kobolds, something like that. Nothing too important. Right, this is Prism.
You rang.
Is that it?
I will listen. For now.
Your wish?
Be direct. Try to keep up.
Beauteous creature, you are my masterpiece.
Right. We'll aid him finish his work. Might as well.
None cross Grey Wolf and live.
Yeah. Prism wishes only to finish his masterwork. Why not let him? What harm can it do?
You should be more worried about the harm I can do. Never have I taken a bounty and not delivered. Now stand aside that I might dispense with this fool and claim my prize. Or would you rather I go through you to get him? Consider well if he be worth your lives.
He's in a very nasty position as far as I'm concerned.
I am prepared.
Maybe a little extra damage is good for me.
Spit it out.
I don't think I can do anything really useful here
You
anymore,
rang.
just extra damage.
You rang?
I suppose maybe I did.
Speak and be gone. This will not be a quick death.
Holy ass kick.
Go on then.
Are you doing something?
Forward to
No.
your instructions. I will show.
Oh
Salute
shit.
guides my hand.
Are you doing something? Not that you
What is
can
it
really
this
do
time?
anything. My spells are geared toward kobolds.
Spit it out.
I will listen. For now.
+2 sword.
You rang?
No one can really use that type of a sword with us, or rather has the skill for it. So I don't think we're gonna get one either, so we might as well just sell it. All the same time, +2 swords are not that common, so we might want to hold on to one.
Be direct.
I
It
don't
shall
know.
be
It's
even
usually a
bloodier than you hope.
mistake to hold on to every piece of equipment.
Soon.
Reputation increase, 1000 experience points, level up, and more importantly, extra loot. And it's the most important level up. Additional weapon proficiency, saving throw increases, chance to hit, hit points. The question is, what do we want to do with the guy? There's always a chance we'll get this same guy in Baldur's Gate 2. I don't know, I have not checked that at all. So I don't know how that handles these party members. I would assume at least one of the guys we keep with us is present at the start of Baldur's Gate 2. In that, the game starts with you being captured with a group that basically is unlikely to be the group you end Baldur's Gate 1 with. But there should be some familiar characters there. Some will definitely cannot be part of your party no matter what, but they are NPCs later on in the game quite often. Not everyone, I think, but some. My point here rather is, do we want to continue focusing on other two-handed weapons? Because there certainly are them halberd and spear, but the problem is two-handed sword is actually very good, and we already have a weapon good enough to see us through the entire game. Do we benefit maybe more from something else? The something else would be maybe a sword and shield type of a situation if we had to tank something. That would not be my first option in any case. I'd like him to be offensive focused, but we could basically do maybe two weapons. If you get 2 points into this, as we will get because we could get 2 points into two-handed weapons, it becomes viable. It's just that's a lot of level ups. We would have to basically have at least 3 additional weapon proficiency points. I don't know if we're gonna get that many level ups. So maybe we should start with just taking a point in some other weapon. We would basically still want to do as much damage as possible. And I have to at least consider the option that this guy might be part of Baldur's Gate 2. So what would be worthwhile there? There are good halberds and spears in that game, but also very good two-handed swords. So again, you don't strictly speaking need anything else. A ranged weapon would not be a terrible thing, but he's pretty much the only guy that is able to stand there in the front lines and get something useful done. I think I want to do maybe the bastard sword would probably be better. It's a double-edged sword that can be wielded with one hand or two hands. It does more damage than a long sword, but less than a two-handed sword. Why this? Because we can use this with a shield, and I think there are quite a few good bastard swords in the game. So this would be basically me playing the system in this game more than anything else. Not sure if that's a smart move, but it is what it is. We also have 2 additional level ups coming in fairly quickly.
Speak and try to keep up.
Maybe we should go for those before getting into the mines. Hopefully we can get those if we clear out the outside areas. Just a few hundred points. But if we have 4 guys, that still translates to a couple of thousand experience points for the entire party. So we probably aren't gonna get that unless we do some kind of a quest. We could return the items we got here, which I doubt I'll do. The reputation, lowish reputation or average reputation is good for me. Don't want to change that, so I'm thinking of just selling the gemstones I got from this. It should be worth like 1,000 apiece. Dando. You there, stop. Sorry to bother you, but you should be aware of the danger you're in right now. There are monsters about, dark-headed ones. I'd advise that you return to Nashkel where it's safe. Yeah? Thanks, I appreciate the warning.
Good day to you.
Okay. Is that it? Ooh, ghouls.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my reaction exactly. The color spray is actually fairly good against kobolds, so I'm not sure I want to change that.
I will listen.
You
for now.
rang.
Not necessarily great against ghouls.
What is it this time?
Be direct. Speak and be gone. Try to keep up.
Still, ghouls are tough enough that we might be able to get some level ups if there are more ghouls. Kobolds are just 7 XP. All the kobolds left in this map are not worth a single ghoul.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
If we go any of the side maps, we'll definitely get the level up. I don't think so. If we just wrap up Nashkel mines, I'm sure we get the level ups through that way too. Problem being, we could use the extra spells we get from the level ups right now, especially the spirit shaman, whatever. I could get second level spells basically. Same with Nira. Don't really have second level spells with her though, so that doesn't matter too much. Well, I assume I'm gonna get second level spells with the shaman. I don't actually know if I will.
I will.
No one rang.
I'll do it.
Be direct. It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
Did I hope it was bloody? Doesn't look like there's anything really worth mentioning here besides the mine. Ooh. A lot of kobolds.
Uh-huh. Stand back and watch this.
Yep.
Speak and be gone.
What is it? I'll do it.
I will listen.
Well, we got half of them.
Eat flaming or
Get over
possibly
here.
frosty death.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
There shouldn't be anything south of our station. Right.
It shall be even bloodier than you hoped.
3 XP, 154. Well, we'll get the 3 at least. That's more or less what I wanted. We'll have to make a careful choice about the spell. We currently have healing and buffing, but that's it. We have nothing offensive as far as spells are concerned. We can summon extra creatures to help us, but honestly they're more or less just buying time than doing anything useful. They basically have no offensive potential currently. I'm sure that will change with level up, but that's not gonna really help me at the moment.
You rang?
No second level spells. Shit. Extra first level. So we are gonna get new spell levels on even levels. Seal, that's like level 4 to get second level spells. Single spell remaining. Armor of Faith is a good one. Doom or Entangle. Entangle would basically allow us to manage things a little bit, but it's not good. Entangle creature can attack. +1/2 penalty to armor class. That's horseshit. Doom is good, Armor Fate is good. Armor Fate is good when you're like level billion. Then the damage reduction is significant and the spell lasts a long time. Currently it's nothing. I think I'll pass it. Doom might be useful. There's no saving throw against this. It's a decent long duration debuff. A long casting time though. The spell causes a feeling of doom to overwhelm the target. For the duration of the spell, the target receives a -2 penalty to all his rolls, including hit rolls and saving throws. There is no saving throw for this spell, so basically you just get the negatives, and that's it, no matter who the target is. So this would be great against tougher targets for the group. And that's about it. There just aren't any good spells here that I can see. Feel like it's a magical weapon. I don't need that. Detect Evil is a waste of time. Entangle is sort of weak. It might be somewhat useful at some point, but we also have 2 mages that can do webbing, which is basically plays you out of the fight if you get webbed entirely. So it's just much better. I'll take Doom for now. If I can get another first level spell later, I'll take the Armor Fate. I don't care if we get anything after that. At least I have a spell to offensively use against things. I was sort of afraid of this with the Shaman. It's the same problem with Sorcerer. You'll take at least 1 level longer to get access to the same level spells as a Wizard would get. So while I don't have to really worry about things, and I have a decent amount of casting attempts even at this level, I can't actually cast all that much. Especially since the pre-spell selection seems to be vastly inferior to the mage one, or even the priest one. Actually, I think I might have worse than a druid has. So the worst selection of spells I've ever seen on a spellcaster. In exchange, so I can summon some spirits, snakes, and foxes that are so far basically worthless in a fight. I suppose they might have improved. Level 6, right? They have not improved. Major animal spirits: bear, panther, boar, tree spirit. Minor nature spirit, lesser elementals, 4 at the same time. Level 18, major nature spirits: air spirit, earth spirit, fire spirit, up to 5 at the same time. Type of summon spirit is randomly determined from all the spirits available. For example, it's also capped at level 18, which sort of makes me think, is it really going to be a useful ability later on? So we're getting less spells in exchange for a summoning ability that might be worthless later on. Definitely worthless when we're reaching epic levels, because even though I might be able to just keep re-summoning elemental after elemental after elemental, the opposition will just burn through those in seconds before new ones get to appear.
Who you are? No, not I.
We'll have to wait. I have very little confidence in them. We might be able to get some clever things done using them though, but that remains to be seen. I don't think we would even have to rely on those if we have a proper party together. So, Galta.
Hey, wait, please wait. You've gotta help me, they're after me. They'll be here soon.
What's going on?
They're kobolds, dozens of them. They captured me and stripped me down. The dirty imps tortured me for no other reason than to hear me scream, but I got away. They'll be here soon. We have to run. Get out of here. Oh no, it's too late. They're here.
Where are they? Here? Oh, there. Okay, fair enough.
This will not be a quick death. This will not be a quick death.
I will show you justice.
Not that big of a threat. Right. I'm mostly done with this. I'll go talk to the leadership of the mine, get permission to go in there, and I think I'll leave things there. Gonna go through the actual mine next time. Right, there's nothing really here. I'm not particularly worried about the mine itself. We have the killing power now, and we got a magical wand. Is it the area? I need to actually look at what it spews out. Once I am able to identify it. That'll have to wait. No, it cannot wait. The problem is I might not have the luxury of resting while I'm in the mine, so I have to identify it now. It would be... It's either an area of effect like a cone of cold, or it's a single target attack. Maybe even both, and you can select between them. But it'll determine how I need to use it. I'd like to know. Lighting here doesn't really matter because it'll be the same once we're inside the cave, no matter what. Column device, damage 8d6 cold, range 100 feet, area effect 1 target. This is basically a boss fight weapon for us, more or less. 10 shots. Yeah, very easily, more than enough to see us through here. And get the permission to go in and leave things there. Right, now I feel like we have a competent party. We were definitely lacking on the physical killing as our previously. With Dawn added to the group, we're not. Dawn is more valuable than Rasad the monk to us. But if I have to choose between the reputation or between them, they're basically the opposite spectrum of the alignment. I'll pick Dawn simply because he's much more useful. I don't know what the sorcerer is going to influence things. Doesn't particularly matter. Neutrals, I do not actually know what alignment he is. I guess it doesn't matter. It sort of matters if he's very lawful good, because he'll be more or less stuck with Rasad. So then the choice between Dorn and Rasad becomes a little bit more interesting. If he's non-lawful, then, or rather non-good, then we'll definitely go with Dorn if we have to pick.
So you want to take a look at me mine, do you?
Yes.
Stand away, citizen!
Don't think we'll rest until we've gotten through the mines. That's why I bought the extra healing potions, so I don't have to rest. We do need to expect some traps, so we'll probably burn through a lot of these. But there's more like 1,500 worth of gold coins invested in those bottles, so we can certainly burn through that without no any worries. And you can use potions of defense to help us survive. Lasts for 2 hours, that's more or less probably what we're gonna spend here, maybe for 3 extra armor class for him. They should be able to do the tanking for this place. Right. As far as I recall, there's no real quests inside. Maybe like some kind of very minor side activity, and no notable loot besides the ones you can get at the bottom of this. Point being, we don't need to go and explore every little nook and cranny of the place. There's no real benefit to it. And goblins, no, kobolds are worthless as experience. So we mainly want to get through the mines, not explore everything here. It's a waste of time.